Hi guys, hi everybody, Donald J. Trump speaking. I heard you're all going to be having a huge party to celebrate 10 years of Portland Fuel, and my good friend James Spencer has asked me to say a few words about the history of Portland Fuel. James set up Portland Fuel in September 2009, and it was a huge thing to do, believe me. In the first month, he had no customers, no staff, and no revenue coming in. So very sad. Basically, James was a loser. But I'm a winner, which is why he wants to learn from me. So in the first month, this amazing guy called Steve Irwin, you know the one, the Aussie TV guy who got killed by a stingray. Anyway, somehow modern science, I guess, isn't modern science amazing? They said it would never happen, but Steve Irwin arrives in York dressed in a three-piece suit and carrying a brolly. What a guy. I like him. I like him a lot. Steve walks into the office and James is impressed, and he would be, because at that time, James was so loserish and Steve so winnerish. A bigly winner. And that is a word, folks, a real word. But even with Steve in place, Portland Fuel was still not a successful business. Not like my business, which is one of the most successful in history, by the way. But then guess what? A guy called Joe arrived on the scene in early 2010. That's 100% true, by the way. Now, Joe isn't rich like me, and he doesn't have a private jet, so he literally had to drive millions and billions of miles of British motorways. Doing what? I don't know. But apparently after driving for millions and billions of hours, Portland Fuel started to get sales, and they started doing greatly. So greatly that I'm going to ask my tremendous friend Boris Johnson to tell you what happened next.
Oh my God, wowzers. What a privilege. Donald Trump, he knows how to do things. I don't. I've no idea. But Trump, wow. Did he say I was Prime Minister now? Cripes, I had clean forgotten. Anyway, back to Portland. Things went well for the next few years. They set up a new business called Portland Analytics, which is all about numbers and detail. Wobviously not for me, by the sounds of it. As Binker Watson, my old fag, used to tell me, Johnson, you are useless. Ha ha! What a wag, eh? But then in 2014, the guys experienced a couple of bumpy rides, just like my love life, eh? First they took some bad debts, which is the opposite of good debt, so they tell me. And then in 2014, the oil markets went into meltdown, literally melted, like the chocolate that Nanny used to rub onto my buttocks. Cripes! Bah, those chaps in Portland were totally up against it, paying out money left, right and centre, like a Jeremy Corbyn government on speed. Apparently it was a very stressful time for Joe, Steve and James, and it coincided with Christmas, so that had to be cancelled. Yes. But no, come on, no more silliness. Where's Donald? There he is. Must scoot. Castigat, Redendo, Mores. Yes, ta-ta.
Hey everybody, you can relax now. I'm back. Boris, you're fired. You're too weird. And some of the worst hair ever. I know. So like Boris just said, the market in 2014 went as crazy as Crooked Hillary in her presidential campaign. But the guys in Portland, they just wrote it out. And do you know why? Because they had read all of my books and had learned how to be good businessmen. James was no longer a loser. He was making Portland Fuel great again. Fact. And he was doing so greatly that people wanted to work for him. People like Simon Fuel Card Hudson, you know that guy, classy guy. And that Jürgen Federowitz in Germany. Do you know the Germanians? Beautiful people. I think they're fantastic. And what about John Rosenthal? Walked all the way around Aberdeen and never made a sale. So Portland are sending him to Canada to do the same thing. And with all these new people on board, Portland just kept on doing whatever they do. I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure it's cool. They moved into new, antiquated offices, so quaint, so very quaint. And they even got themselves on TV with the British broadcasting competition. At first, their ratings were so bad, but then they read my books, and the next time James went on TV, he had an orange face, a big hair bouffant, and he was a sensation. Bigly. And yes, it is still a word, folks. Can I finish now? Because I have some really important people to see. It's been a great privilege for all of you to listen to me talking about Portland. They've been going for 10 years, and that is remarkable. Very tremendous. Have a great night, and God bless you all. Thank you.